The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we went out to that pyramid out there and then that's pretty much it. And we're going to continue the archaeology quest today. And whatever quest we happen to get today, that'll be it for this week. I'm kind of busy. First off, there's the end of the year of the Dragon, or Really? People have been pronouncing my name a whole lot, and now I'm starting to mispronounce it too. It's Dragon, not Dragon. But anyway, end of the year of the Dragon, which is a play on year, a play on the, wow, this episode is starting out great. Year of the Dragon, end of the Chinese New Year. Next week I'm going to have a big channel update for that. More importantly, I have gotten back into game development. Yep, I am finally making another game. It is for RPG Maker 1, and I can't really say a whole lot about it because I don't really have all that much yet. I just started on it this week. I've got the opening, I've got the title screen, and I've got the world map. I will say that it is for the contest at RPG Maker Pavilion. It is an Anything Goes contest. Now then, let us continue this here archaeology quest and hope the rest of this episode goes a little bit better than how it started out. Award rank 3. Okay. Due to your hard work and the fame that you've managed to generate, I hereby award you with the following on behalf of Moyos Academy. Supreme Art Tools! Reaver. Ooh, Supreme Art Tools. Awesome. I can continue my art quest then. What's a Reaver? Thanks again for all you've done, and welcome to the archaeology team of Moyos Academy. It's an axe. I assume it's an axe. You never know with these icons. Sometimes they might be something different, but it is probably an axe. There is... So am I done with archaeology then? You really are amazing. Thank you again for working so hard. You've really helped me to discover some secrets that I spent a lifetime searching for. Wow, you suck. I can't really endow you with an official academy title or anything, but I can say that you're welcome to come along on any academy dig that I'm in charge of, no matter where it is. We go to some neat places. So does that mean there'll be more archaeology quests in the future, or is it just theoretical? So, yeah, I guess we're not doing any more archaeology. But what's this Reaver I got? It is, well, obviously it's an axe. 100 damage and has an extra effect of poison. Nice. Also, I have this tortoise lamp. Did I look at that yet? Physical defense up and poison? I assume that means defense against poison. Because it wouldn't make sense if wearing it made you poisoned. Although that would be an interesting trait. So, a while back, I talked about how I was going to be, well, I'll just go outside and I'll show you. Having completed the first step on her path to her career, Zoey felt proud that she could see her father's wish come true. Still, she longed to test her skills in yet another field. Empty spaces. Although I like how you have the scrolling up effect in an RPG Maker that doesn't actually have scrolling text. 5 years later. What age would that put us at? We started out at 8 and then 16, so I guess 21. We are 21. We are old enough to drink. Out of love for her father, she chose a path that was practical and sensible in spite of her ceaseless creativity, but now her future was entirely up to her. And there we are. We are all grown up. You know what? We're an archer. Are we an archer? Yes. Wait, I said that prematurely. So, I actually already recorded up to this point. But a couple minutes after right here, I went onto my computer to look something up and found out that while I was recording, my computer blue screened of death. Why is that? Why does that still exist? You would think computers would be advanced enough to realize that they are about to do something that will make them crash and make you lose everything. I still have the original footage that I recorded, but the commentary is trash. Apparently that was... Audacity has a thing that backs up your save files if Audacity crashes, but it does not protect against blue screens of death, apparently. So, yeah, I am definitely an archer. I knew this was going to happen. Hopefully I managed to make you guys think that I didn't know it was going to happen. And yeah, the Dragon thing happened in my first attempt, so I reenacted it here. So yeah, we're an archer, which is awesome because, you know, that's probably my favorite class in RPG Maker. Sitting in the back row, shooting arrows at enemies. Awesome. However, you will notice that my inventory is very empty compared to what it was. That is because even though I am, as far as we're concerned, still Zoey, as far as RPG Maker 3 is concerned, I am a completely different character. I mentioned this before, some episodes back, I don't remember which episode it was, that when I grew up, my inventory was going to be lost. So, I kind of want to save that axe, as well as my other items. First off, O'Brien told me that this was unavoidable. I disagree. What I think he should have done was, instead of making that event automatically trigger whenever I exit the building, maybe the growing up thing could have happened and whenever I go to bed. Then I would have had a chance to save my inventory before it got replaced. But since that's not the case, there is another solution. I am going to not save my data. Rather, we are going to do this. Yes, once again, we are going to go into the editor, and we're going to go to Lembria, and I am going to back up because I didn't actually want to come here yet. There's one step in between that I need to do. Alright, so here's what I did. I went and grabbed a party member, in this case Lars, though it doesn't really matter who. Then, now that I'm outside of here with Lars in my party, I am going to go ahead and save the game and go back into the editor real quick. Alright, now, into the layout editor, choose Lembria. Let's see, scroll in. Here we are. So this event right here, the join unjoin event. Let's see, it's right there. I'll make this easy to remember. I'll just move it off to the side here. Directly to the side. And then whenever I put it back, it'll be like that. Yeah, about thereabouts. So I'll just set that here for the moment. Exit the layout editor. Now, I'll continue the game from here. Then, I can go back to town with Lars and my party. Awesome. Alright, I have gotten the Reaver, and since Lars is still in my party, what I get to do is give all of my stuff to him. Well, not all of it. I'm gonna lose a couple of things. But at the very least, gonna give him that, gonna give him that. Ideally, I should have probably brought 2 party members out there, but whatever. I don't know if this is gonna be equipable by grown-up Zoey, but I'm gonna give it to him just in case. Let's see, he can hold one more thing. What does the ether do? MP? Cure status, so I guess like poison and stuff. That's recover MP. But I can get those infinitely, so I guess I'll give him the ether. There we go. There. Now Lars has my stuff. Head outside. Press square a whole bunch. No. Unfortunately, this trick will not work whenever you finish Max's quest and grew up then. Because Max is right outside, which means immediately upon finishing his quest, you will be growing up, so you won't have the chance to do this trick. Not entirely sure what to do about that. I have a notes about how to deal with this situation. Let me go look them up, and hopefully when I look them up, this time, the computer won't be BSOD'd. Okay, I was wrong. I apparently didn't write an alternate solution. In fact, I didn't write down any solution for getting your stuff back. Oops. O'Brien did tell me something, but I completely forget what it was. Maybe have a character give you the item after the fact? I don't know. But I'm gonna head back out of town and put that event back, and then Lars will be out of my party, and Zoey... Well, first off, let me give new Zoey this new stuff. And can she equip the fine clothes? Let's find that out real quick. Now let's give her the Intimidator too, just in case we don't have to deal with whatever. Just in case we don't have Lars next time we head out. So can Zoey equip... Not that. No. So we'll just sell it. Alright, be right back. I'm gonna get things fixed and Lars back out of the party. Alright, and then if we go over here, there we go. Now everything is back to normal, and I still have my stuff. Yay! Okay, now what? Well, now that I'm grown up, I suppose I can talk to my dad. By the way, another possible solution for the issue with Zoey's inventory getting removed when she grows up: don't finish the quest. If you know that the quest you're about to finish is going to result in you growing up and losing something really nice, like that Reaver, just find a different quest to grow up with. Now, had I not gotten the Reaver, it wouldn't have been a big deal, and I wouldn't have had to go through any special tricks. I could have just reset the game, given these items to somebody like normal, and then grew up without having to go into the editor. But since I got the Reaver as an award, is it reward or award? I think reward. But since I got the Reaver as a reward, I wanted to keep that, and so I had to go ahead and get into the editor to cheat my way to keeping it. Or I could have taken my other advice and just not grew up until I finished some other quest. Then again, who knows, that other quest might have just given me an item too. I think my idea is better. Alright, so basically, for my idea, use my idea if it turns out that you have the opportunity to give these items to somebody else. If, on the other hand, Max is the person who makes you grow up, then don't grow up with him, save growing up for somebody else. Anyway, I am grown up. Let's go ahead and talk to my dad. I really hope he says something different now. Well, look at you. Ha ha! That's my little go-getter. I've been hearing all kinds of good things about you around town, and the last one I heard was that you had completed a job. Not only that, but it was a good, practical job. I'm so proud of you. Even if you don't stick with that forever, it will be good for you to have that experience. Which brings up an interesting question. Is there another archaeology quest? Nope, there isn't. But do you say something now that I'm grown up? No, he doesn't. Speaking of growing up, as a reminder, that's why I spent a couple episodes just talking with all the townsfolk. Because the initial conversations you get... Did he say that before? Ha ha ha, sorry, I forget you're not a little kid anymore. You've already made a ton of discoveries around here, and just look at you. You've grown up so much since I first saw you. Oh, this is a different conversation. Well, I've done a few things, but there are so many things left to do. I couldn't have done anything at all if it weren't for kind people like you, and Horace, who helped me. Anything I can do to repay that kindness, I'll do it. You make me very proud. At this rate, you're bound to go down in history as the person who saved this town, almost single-handedly. I feel like I missed part of the conversation. Save the town? Actually, this brings up something. You remember how I mentioned some time ago how the conversations seem disjointed? Like they'll say a couple things and then Zoey will respond like it was in a message board? I think this helps show why. This conversation, I'm pretty sure, is the same as whenever I was younger, but then it suddenly switches to an adult conversation. And so the reason why it doesn't flow naturally is it's just not programmed naturally. The script looks at one thing and has this message, and then the script checks to see what the situation is and then responds. So it's not one conversation, it's pieces of a conversation that are stitched together by the programming. So, now what? I want to see if my friend grew up. My enemy. She is my enemy, and she probably didn't grow up. There she is over there. Is she younger than me now? Yeah, she's younger than me. I don't think that could really be helped. Because as you could see from growing up Zoey, it would require a completely separate character. And while that would be possible with any other program, in RPG Maker 3, memory limitations. And she doesn't say anything different from me growing up. So I got the Supreme Art Tools, huh? Nice. I guess next time I'm gonna go ahead and do the next art quest. Oh, and by the way, in theory, grown-up Zoey will be able to equip a couple things in the armor shop. That's why all the stuff in the armor shop was red for her before, because little Zoey couldn't equip it. However, I don't have enough money to check. When you don't have enough money, the item is gray, no matter whether you can equip it or not. So I won't be able to check for sure which items this version of Zoey can equip. Yeah, I should probably mention that. Starting out as a kid, you're either Zoey or Victor, one kid or the other kid. after that initial sequence, you grow up into one of 4 teenagers, one of 4 Zoeys, or one of 4 Victors. And then after that, you grow up into one of 8 Zoeys, or one of 8 Victors. At least I'm pretty sure that's how I understood it. It's in the description of the game. The link is in the description. Check the description there. So yeah, even though I'm an archer now, I could have turned out as somebody quite different. Or maybe I could have just turned into an archer just to recolor. Either way is kind of neat. Kind of curious what I could have been instead. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of this episode. I can't really think of anything to do aside from starting the next quest. And like I said, I'm going to be busy this coming week, what with the channel update and making a game of my own. Did I mention the game was for RPG Maker 1? Just in case I didn't, it's for RPG Maker 1. You know, it's been a while since we've Let's Played an RPG Maker 1 game. At least a couple of years. I think the next game I Let's Play for RPG Maker will be RPG Maker 1. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. Next time we'll do the art quest. I'll see you then. And whatever quest we happen to get today, that'll be it for this week. I'm kind of busy. First off, there's the end of the year of the Dragon, or Drake. What did I just say? Really? People have been pronouncing my name